Hi, welcome. Thank you so much for joining me. If you're new here, welcome. If you're not new, welcome back. My name is Katie. I am an energetics and mindset coach. So I can help you learn to embody your energetic gifts and also build positive, empowering mindset so that you can find more balance in life and in business. So I can also help you build the confidence you need to level up, expand and share your gifts so that you can achieve the success you want in a way that feels absolutely delightful, aligned and authentic. Two of my favorite tools for using in my coaching practice are human design and tarot therapy. So every week I deliver a weekly energy report for each of the 5 human design energy types. The energy report includes a general theme for the collective for the week ahead based on the solar transit through the gates of your human design chart. And it also includes a tarot reading for each of the 5 energy types. If you don't know your human design energy type at the moment, no problem at all. Submit the Discover Your Human Design Energy Type form. There is a link below this video. You can put in your birth details and I will get back to you with your human design chart details. I also go live every week on Monday nights at 5:30 p.m. Australian Western Standard Time, doing live tarot readings both for the human design energy types and also do personal readings. So if you want to get some free tarot readings, head over to @LevelUpWithKatieB on Monday night at 5:30 p.m. Australian Western Standard Time. Welcome to the energy report for the week between the 6th and the 17th of January. So this is actually a little over a week, but there are some important energies that I didn't want you to miss out on. So we're going to cover that time frame. But before we get into the energy report, I really just wanted to let you know about Moon Lovers membership. So Moon Lovers is a nourishing community of like-minded women who come together monthly to connect under the illuminating energy of the full moon. So you can join Moon Lovers at any time during the year and you'll get access to monthly online full moon gatherings. Each month we will connect and enjoy nourishing ritual with tarot readings, human design insights, dancing, meditation, journaling, and you'll also get access to exclusive offers and discounts. Most importantly though, you will get to connect with an incredible group of like-minded women inside Moon Lovers. If you would like to know more about joining Moon Lovers, click the link in the caption. So let's dive into the energy report for the week. Starting with the full moon on January 6th, the solar transit activates gate 53 in your human design chart. So this has the impact of flavoring the energy that you're working with through the 6th to the 11th of January. Gate 53 is sometimes known as the gate of starting, and you might experience it this week by feeling a bit of pressure to start new projects. Be wary of this and try not to get yourself into a pickle by investing your time and energy in things that are not really aligned with you. You might find yourself in that situation, especially if you have an undefined crown center in your human design chart, because with an undefined crown center, you're constantly getting inspiration, and it's really important that you apply your human design strategy to make sure you are committing to the most energetically correct situations. If you do find yourself starting something that you don't finish, or you start it and then you're like, I'm over it, just remember that there is always something to gain from those experiences. So please don't beat yourself up too much if you realize you might not be able to finish something that you've dived into over the next week. Just reflect on what unfolded, and that will be the perfect way to gain wisdom and insight from that experience. It is kind of weird energy to be working with this week in particular, just because it is at the same time as the full moon, which energetically is, endings. So we've got this energy of new beginnings or starting things and endings. But the way to embrace it is to let go of anything that is no longer aligned with you. So just really, like I said, embodying your human design strategy so that you can get rid of anything that's not in alignment for you anymore, so that you can really move forward in 2023 knowing that you have started things that are in alignment. So from the 11th until the 17th, the solar transit activates gate 61 in your human design chart. This gate supports us in trusting our inner knowing without having to explain it or intellectualize it. So from the 11th, it is a beautiful time to dive into your intention setting for 2023, because you have this energy of dreaming, channeling, and tuning into something that is bigger than you. So this energy helps you stay connected to the infinite possibilities that you have available to you. And it really encourages you to push the boundaries of what you believe to be possible. So the key here is try not to get too caught up in critical thinking. Let yourself dream. If you could have it all your way this year, what would you create? What would you experience? From the 11th to the 17th, let yourself play with intention setting. Don't feel like you have to force it. The energy of this gate 61 is supporting you. That's the whole point. Just allow yourself to create some space to tune into your inner knowing. Okay, so welcome generators. This is your tarot energy report for the week beginning the 9th of January. So let's dive into it and see what you're being called to pay attention to, where you should be, sort of what energies you're working with over the week, beginning the 9th of January. Generators. Two of Cups. Okay, so generators, this is an interesting one that really, especially with this energy of the full moon in Cancer that happened on the 6th of January, right? We're still kind of hanging out in that energy, and that full moon in particular, this full moon has been a really big one for emotional healing past wounds, inner child wounds, letting go of old patterns of behavior that have been not serving you through the conditioning that you experienced, probably from childhood, but also from past lives. Letting go of those emotional holds that are no longer serving you. And when the Two of Cups comes up, it is really, again, the invitation is literally to make sure that we are healing our inner wounds, so that when we come into sacred partnership with another, and it could be a romantic relationship, or it could be a business relationship, it could be anything, any matter of the heart. The cups are to do with our emotional fulfillment, our emotional realms. And when the two comes up, it's like, how can you radically love yourself as you are, so that you don't project any of those old patterns of behavior, bring any of those old patterns of behavior into a relationship. Now, like I said, this could be any relationship that's really important to you at the moment. What relationships are you are in your realm at the moment that you're working with? Because this is to do with whatever you're working with in the present moment in terms of the emotional matters of your heart. So the invitation for you beautiful generators over the week ahead is to do some of that beautiful healing work, releasing work, like letting yourself shed the layers of those past emotional wounding that have perhaps they're done right now. Like they're not serving you anymore. They've done the job that they needed to do. Sometimes we need them to protect us. And now it's time for us to learn the wisdom so that we can move on and then enter into partnership without projecting any of that stuff onto the other. For what purpose? so that you can have a beautiful, strengthened relationship moving forward. Now, don't forget, this could be in relation to your business, your career, anything that really, makes you feel so connected to your emotional realm, the matters of your heart. It is the matters of your heart, whatever that means to for you. So it's beautiful energy for you for the week ahead, generators. And if you would like a more personal reading, you are welcome to book a reading with me through my website or on Instagram through the link in bio at Level Up with Katie B. Welcome, manifesting generators, to your tarot report for the week beginning 9th of January 2023. So let's see what energy you guys, you beautiful manifesting generators, are working with this week. Oh, the Chariot, threshold. Okay, this is big energy for man gens over the week ahead. Look at these beautiful cards. I am obsessed. Okay, so the Chariot, it is... Okay, how can you remain grounded? How can you remain connected to your bigger picture, your bigger why, your bigger guiding force, your soul purpose, as you embark on incredibly new, expansive thresholds in the coming weeks? So the Chariot is bigger than a week, right? Like, we can sit in Chariot energy for quite some time. But what you're being called to pay attention to for the week ahead is really witnessing how, like, not getting carried away in the excitement of kind of leaving something behind. Perhaps you're leaving something in 2022. You've made a big declaration like, no, I'm not taking that forward anymore. And the chances are that this is big, right? Like, this is not just... I'm not going to drink 3 coffees a day. This is like, I'm no longer engaging with this person's shenanigans or, something that affects a bigger part of your life. And how can you stay deeply rooted in your, like I said, your heart's guidance, your bigger picture, your bigger why for your life, as you cross this threshold into the next phase, as you level up, if you will, into the next phase as we go into 2023. So this week is an incredible week for intention setting. We talked about it in the energy report earlier, and this is going to be a very supportive way for you to stay grounded as you work with this Chariot energy over the week ahead. That is to say, create space to let yourself play, dream, like tap into your bigger why, like limitless possibilities. And then for you specifically, man gens, over the week ahead, this is like, what can you do to keep yourself grounded so that you don't get like swept away in a tide of excitement, or maybe so that you don't retract feeling almost like, oh shit, this is huge, this threshold is overwhelming, this is really big energy for me to work with, I don't know, self-doubt, all those sorts of things might start creeping in. So the invitation for you for this week ahead is to keep yourself really grounded in your bigger why and your soul purpose, your bigger vision, and let that be supportive as you move through this really transitional time. If you would like a more personalized reading or expanded reading on the energy report for the week ahead, you're welcome to book a tarot reading with me through my website, levelupwithkatieb.com, or through Instagram at levelupwithkatieb. There's a link in the bio that you can book tarot readings through there. Welcome, manifestors, to your energy report for the week. A card just flew out. It's definitely the week beginning 9th of Jan. So like I said, a card just flew out while I was shuffling, so there's no doubt in my mind that this is for you. Oh, the Conqueror of Chalices. Okay, so the Conqueror of Chalices. This is an invitation into steady, grounded movement moving forward over the week ahead. So when the Conqueror of Chalices comes up, it is this invitation to really check in with your how you're finding balance in your life, not in terms of movement, right? So like, if you're feeling like you're getting swept up in a wave of excitement for the beginning of the year, if you're feeling like you might be a little bit of frantic energy that's been brought with you from 2022 into 2023, the Conqueror of Chalices is like, oh, how can you find balance between your emotional world and your physical world to help that let you move forward with a little bit more delicate ease and grace. So sometimes when the Conqueror of Chalices comes up, it is an invitation to connect deeply with your divine feminine. And the reason for that is so that you can get rooted in your natural cycles again, so that you can get rooted in, like, really connected is probably a better word, really connected to your own cycles of energy levels, of desires, of specifically energy levels. This is what this is to do with this week, is like, okay, how can you get back in touch with your feminine so that you can kind of tap out of the hustle, tap out of the grind, slow the fuck down, because moving forward, this is like the perfect time for you to actually set your intentions for 2023. Remember, this is a perfect, like, this week is perfect intention setting energy in terms of your human design energy that you're working with as well. But how can you just really take gentle, considered, graceful steps moving forward so that you can kind of shift your focus and make sure that you are heading in the right direction and leave any frantic energy behind. Okay, so if you would like a more personalized reading or an expansion of this reading, you're welcome to book a tarot reading with me through my website, levelupwithkdb.com, or you can book through the link in my bio on Instagram, and my Instagram page is @levelupwithkdb. Welcome, beautiful reflector, to your tarot energy report for the week beginning the 9th of January 2023. Let's see what energy you specifically are working with this week. Three of Pentacles. Okay, what a beautiful energy that is. Okay, so for the week ahead, reflectors, the Three of Pentacles is inviting you to celebrate where you are right now in terms of like the what you're bringing into 3D reality, right? So the Pentacles are to do with, you know, the things we have in our life, our resources, our money, our house, the things that we are manifesting. And when the Three of Pentacles comes up, it is an indication that you've got early success. There is recognition for your capabilities. Your manifestation process is unfolding exactly the way it should be. Now, when the Three comes up, there's a few things that we can do to really embrace this energy. The first thing is tune into where you might possibly need kind of support moving forward. If you're feeling like you need to level up, upskill, if you know that you've kind of reached your capacity to create right now, just in the short term, but you know that you've got more capacity, you just don't know how to tap into it, then Three of Pentacles is like, yeah, baby, it's time. It's time to kind of invest in yourself so that you can keep moving on forward, because right now you're in the perfect spot. And if you're feeling like you need a little bit more support, it's the time to invest in that to move forward. The other thing is reflect on how you got to where you are now. So it might feel, if you are feeling like, oh, I don't really know what early success I've had, I can't really feel like my manifesting process is working, I've got nothing tangible in my hand right now, it's time to literally sit down and look at, you know, create some really beautiful space for you to look at where your intentions are, what has unfolded over the last little while, and look at how you got there, right? So the whole purpose of this is to reflect on the small steps that you've been taking each day, the aligned action, the aligned steps that you've been taking in the direction of, creating, and look at those so that you can figure out, oh, okay, now I can see how I've evolved from a week ago, 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago, however long it is for you. But that whole process of just bringing conscious awareness to your evolution throughout this time that you've been creating is going to help you, first of all, celebrate your success, because it's really hard to celebrate your success when you don't even let yourself acknowledge it. And then second of all, use that wisdom to help you propel you into the next phase of your manifestation process. So yes, reflectors, for the week ahead, give yourself some space to reflect on how you've got to where you are in this incredible part of your manifestation process. Let it sort of sink in, the success that you've had, and use that to help you move forward. And also don't forget, if you're feeling like, okay, I can see that I've kind of reached the limits of what I know, the capacity that I have right now, if you need support, this is the perfect way to move on from Three of Pentacles energy to start, the next phase of your manifestation process. So if you would like a more personalized reading or deeper insights into your tarot energy for the week or whenever, you are more than welcome to book a personal reading with me through my website, which is levelupwithkatib.com, or there is a link in my bio that you can book tarot readings from on Instagram, and my Instagram page is @levelupwithkatib. Welcome, beautiful projectors, to your tarot energy report for the week beginning 9th of January 2023. Let's see what energy comes through for you. Okay, the Five of Swords. Okay, so projectors, this is interesting because this came up for you guys recently in another energy report that I did. So we might be sitting in this for a little bit, but essentially for you beautiful projectors for the week ahead, this is a time where it's really important for you to check in with where you might be overburdening yourself, where you've said yes to too many things that now you're like, oh shit, I just do not have the mental or energetic capacity to move forward with this. I can't. If you're feeling really overwhelmed, if you're feeling like, stress, anxiety is building up, the Five is here to be like, all right, it's time for you to just look. Honestly, sometimes this is really tricky energy to work with because often we get ourselves into these situations by being in like hustle, go mode, and before you know it, you're like, oh God, I'm so exhausted and I've got so much more ahead of me and I don't even know how I'm going to achieve it all, right? So when the Five comes up, often there's this moment of like, oh, I've just created a shitstorm for myself. And now, one of my favorite sayings, we always reserve the right to change our mind. We always reserve the right to be like, okay, I said I was going to do this, but you know what? I can't. It's not in my highest and best to carry on forward with this. So for the week ahead, projectors, I really encourage you to just check in with your energetic capacity, your mental capacity. How are you feeling in that realm? Are you feeling overwhelmed? And if so, it's totally fine for you to hand over some of those swords. You don't have to carry it all on your own. And in fact, when you invite in that support, when you offload some of that overwhelm, you create space for things that are more aligned to drop in. And how fucking awesome is that, right? So yes, over the week ahead, beautiful projectors, just check in with what you might have agreed to, or you have invested your energy in that is no longer aligned, and see what you can hand off. If you would like a deeper personal reading or more insights, you can book a personal tarot reading with me through my website, which is levelupwithkatib.com, and you can also book through my link in bio on Instagram, which is @levelupwithkatib.